This is 9 News with Deborah Knight. Good morning. We begin with developing news from the Middle East. Reports indicate that Iran has elected a new supreme leader. Mojtaba Khamenei, the son of the late Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, has reportedly been chosen to succeed his father, according to Iranian opposition media. The development comes after Israeli airstrikes targeted the building where the leadership decision was expected to take place. Europe correspondent Mimi Becker reports. The Israel Defense Forces say that since the beginning of the operation, more than 300 Iranian missile launchers have been destroyed by Israeli Air Force units. Military operations have intensified across Iran and Lebanon, with a focus on senior Iranian leadership targets. The Assembly of Experts building, where officials were due to determine the country's new supreme leader, has reportedly been flattened in the strikes. The Iranian Red Crescent Society says the death toll has now reached nearly 800 and is expected to rise further. Thousands have attended funerals for 165 students killed in weekend airstrikes on a school. The United Nations has called for an investigation into the incident as a possible war crime. Iran has continued retaliatory missile attacks. In Tel Aviv, shrapnel has caused widespread damage, with up to 12 people injured. Residents described scenes of debris and destruction after missile sirens sounded and multiple explosions were heard across the city. The IDF has also deployed ground troops into southern Lebanon as it expands operations against Hezbollah. Beirut and the city of Sidon have sustained significant damage. Residents say warnings to evacuate came only after initial strikes. After 4 consecutive days of intensified military action, the conflict is escalating rapidly, with consequences spreading across the region and globally. In the United States, tensions have risen further following a suspected Iranian drone strike on the U.S. consulate in Dubai. The drone struck the facility's car park shortly after midnight, igniting a fire. No injuries were reported, as the consulate had been evacuated in advance. The U.S. Secretary of State confirmed all diplomatic personnel are accounted for, stating that American embassies and facilities in the region are facing direct threats. Embassies in Beirut, Kuwait, and Saudi Arabia have been closed amid growing security concerns. The United States is organizing military and charter flights to evacuate its citizens. Approximately 9,000 Americans have departed the region since the conflict began. The U.S. President, speaking from the Oval Office alongside the German Chancellor, said America believed Iran was preparing an imminent attack, prompting its bombing campaign. A senior administration official claims Iran was days or weeks away from developing a nuclear weapon. Global markets are reacting sharply. Oil prices and fuel costs are surging, while stock markets have declined. Analysts warn the longer the conflict continues, the more severe the worldwide economic impact may become. Meanwhile, evacuation efforts are underway for Australians stranded in the Middle East. Emirates flight EK414 departed Dubai this morning and is scheduled to arrive in Sydney tonight, though other flights have been cancelled at short notice. The Australian Defence Force remains on standby to assist with